that when they enter a confine of a tavern, clasps me their weapon upon a table and says, God said you don't need a gate. And by the second cup, draws me their weapon when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a person?
Come. Thou one has had a jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
And what too?
Nay, we should have none shortly, for one will surely kill the other. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason but because thou hast hazel eye. What eye but such an eye would spy on such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is as full of meat, and yet thy head has been beaten as an arrow for quarreling. Thou hast quarreled with a man for coughing in the streets, because he has wakened thy dog that had been laid asleep in the sun. And yet thou wilt tutor me for quarreling.
If I were so apt to quarrel as thou art, any man should like to be civil of my life for an hour and a quarter. My head, here comes the ambulance.
By my knee.
Stay close, gentlemen, for I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good eve. A word with one of you.
Oh, and but one word with one of us. Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir. Will you give me occasion?
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
That you shall now consort tests with Romeo.
Consort? What? Does thou make minstrels of us, and thou make minstrels of us? Look to hear nothing but discourse. Here's my fiddle stick. Here's that shall make you dance. Zounds. Consort!
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw unto some private place, or reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes remain to look. Let them gaze. I want that bunch for no man's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you, gentlemen. Here comes my man.
So would I be hanged, sir, if he were delivered? Mary, go before the field. He'll be your follower. Your worship, in that sense, may call him man.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain. Tables!
The reason I have to love thee does much excuse the entertaining rage of such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore farewell. See thou knowest me not.
Boy! This shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest! I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise till thou know the reason of my love. So, good Captain, whose name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
O calm, dishonorable, vile submission, Alistair Kyle carries it away. Tibbles! You rat catcher, what do you want?
What wouldst thou have?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your nine lives. That I mean to make bold withal. And as you shall use me hereafter, driving the rest of the age.
I am for you.
General Locutional, turn my blade.
Come. Your Posada. enough. Go, village. Fetch a doctor.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
No, tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but tis enough. Will serve. As for me tomorrow, you shall find me a brave man. A blade of both your house. Zounds! A dog for the rat! Oh, God, dispatch a man to death. A ragged, a villain that fights by the book. Why the devil? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Benvolio, get me to some house, or I shall faint. A plague upon your houses. They have made one speak of me. I'm only to.
This gentleman, the magistrate's near ally, my very friend, has got this moral hurt on my behalf. Your reputation stained by Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that are now has been my cousin. Oh, sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened rather steel.
Romeo! Romeo, great Mercutio is dead!
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This book begins the war others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
The light of triumph, Mercutio slain, away to heaven, respect of lenity, and murder and fury be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take that villain back again that late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul was split away above our heads, waiting for thine to keep him company. And thou, or I, or both, must go with him.
Thou, wretched boy, that didst consort him here, shall win him hence.
This shall determine that.
did make me think how nice the quarrel was, and urged with all your high displeasure. Romeo, he cries aloud, "Hold, friends! Friends, part!" And swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points, and twixt them rushes. Underneath whose arm an envious thrust from Tybalt hid the life of stout Mercutio, and then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge, and to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw it apart them was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. That is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
No, she is kissed into the multitude. Affection makes her false. She speaks not true. So to I get the fault of this next rape, no one to anything but kill one life. I beg for justice which thou must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end. The life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your haste proceeding. For your rude brawls, my blood doth lie a-bleeding, but I'll amerce you with so strong a fine, that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears, nor prayers shall purchase our abuses, therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he is found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and the tender will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
Heaven be so
envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Romeo. Romeo, whoever would have thought it? Romeo.
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Has Romeo slain himself? Say thou but I, and that bare foul eye shall poison more than the death-darting eye of a serpent.
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes here on his manly breast. Piteous corse. A bloody, piteous corse, all pale. Pale as ashes. All bedaubed in blood. All in gore blood I sounded at the sight.
Oh, break my heart! Poor Benwell, break at once! To prison, eyes ne'er look on liberty. Vile earth to earth resign, and motion here. And thou and Romeo press one heavy fear.
Oh, Tybalt! Tybalt! Honest gentleman. Courteous Tybalt. If ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin and my dear lord? Then, dreadful trumpet, sound the general doom, for who is living is goes to our God.
Tybalt is gone. Romeo is banished. Romeo that killed him. He is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
Did. Did it last the day? Did.
Oh, serpent heart hid with a flowered face. Did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful, tyrant, fiend, angelical, dull-feathered raven, wolvish, rattling lamb. Was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, the deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
No trust. No faith. No honesty in men. All are perjured. All forsworn. All not. All dissemblers. Shame come to Romeo!
Blister be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit, which is a throne where honor may be crowned, so monarch of the universal earth. Oh, what a peace was I to try that hair's feet.
Well, if he that killed your cousin,
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord.
Come forth, thou fearful man.
What news? What verdict looms? What sorrow brings acquaintance on my hand that I yet know not?
A gentler judgment hath been decreed, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Oh, banishment? Be merciful, say death! For exile hath more terror in its look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from thy birthplace art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without these walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Banishment is banished from the world, and world exile is death. Hence banishment is death mistermed. Calling death banishment, thou cuts my head off with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness, this is dear mercy, and thou seest not.
'Tis torture, and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives. And every little mouse, and cat, and dog, every unworthy thing may live here in heaven, and may look on her. But Romeo may not. He is banishing.
Thou fond madman, hear me a little speak.
Oh, I won't speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word. Adversity's sweet note, philosophy.
There you go, philosophy!
Let me dispute with thee on thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of that, thou dost not know! When thou was young as I, Juliet thy love, and our both married, Tybalt murdering, doting like me, in like me banished, then mightest thou speak, then mightest thou tear thy hair, and fall to the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave!
Arise, one not to Romeo, hide thyself.
Oh, not I, unless the breath of heart's groans, mist-like enfold me from the search of eyes.
Hark, how they knock. Who's there? Romeo, arise. Thou wilt be taken. Stay a while. Stand up, run to my study. By and by, God's will, what simpleness is this? I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Where's my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
He's in my mistress' case. Stand up. Stand up. Stand, it is a man. For Juliet's sake. For her sake, rise and stand.
Nurse?
Sir. Sir. That's the end of all.
Speak us out, Juliet. How is it with her? Does she not think me an old murderer? Now I've stained the childhood of her joy, blood and wound, but little from her own. Where is she? And how does she? It says I can see a lady where cats would love.
She says nothing, but weeps and weeps, then down falls and now starts up. Tybalt calls, and on Romeo cries, then down falls again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her. As that name's cursed hand did murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, in what part of this vile anatomy doth that name lodge? Tell me that it is sacked and hateful man!
Hold thy desperate hands! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out, thou art, thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. Unseemly woman and a seeming man. An ill-beseeming beast and seeming both. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself and slay thy love who in thy life lives by doing damned hate upon thyself? Why ratest thou on thy birth the heaven and earth, when birth and heaven and earth all three do meet in thee at once, which thou once wouldst lose? What? Rouse thee, man! Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. But like a misbehaved son and wench, thou puts up thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such die miserable. thy lovers was decreed. Go to her chamber hence and comfort her. But look that thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass beyond the gate where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the court, and call thee back with 1,000 times more joy than thou went forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
I could have stayed all the night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so. Be my sweet prepared child.
Here, a token she bid me give you. Now hie you. Make haste, for it grows very late.
How well my comfort should abide by us.
Go hence, good night. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Give me thy hand. Tis late. Farewell, good night.
Without a joy past joy calls out on me. Her grief so brief, the part with me. Farewell.
Things have fallen out so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter.
Yes,
Look, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. It is very late. She'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been up at an hour ago.
These times will go for no times to move. Madam, good night. I commend me to your daughter.
I will. I know her mind early tomorrow. But tonight she's mewed up in her heavy.
Dear Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her and we go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris' love. And with her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. What's up? What day is this?
Monday, my lord.
More Monday. Well, Wednesday is too soon. Thursday let it be. On Thursday tell her. She shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two, for heartbeat. It will be slate so that it may be thought we have been carelessly, our kinsmen, if we travel much. Therefore we'll have some half a dozen friends and there an end. What say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare your wife against this wedding day. Well, my son.
It is not
Look, love, what envious streets do links the severing clouds in yonder east? Night's candles are burnt out, and darkened days stands tiptoe on misty mountain tops. I must go and live, or stay and die.
Young light is not daylight. I know it It is some meteor that the sun exhales to meet this night a torture bearer and lighten on thy way. Therefore stay that thou needest not be gone.
Oh, let me be tamed. Let me be put to death. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my soul? Let's talk. It is not dead.
It is. Hie hence, be gone away. It is a lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing starts. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This is not so, for she divides us. Oh, now be gone. More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam, your lady mother is coming. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
The window, a day in, and let life out.
Farewell. Farewell. One kiss and I'll depart.
Art thou gone so, love lord, my husband friend?
I will admit no opportunity. Greetings, love, to thee.
Oh God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee, as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
Trust me, love. In my eyes, so do you. The dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Hold on, Rabua. Who is it calls? It is my lady mother. Is she not down so late or up so early? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What? Would thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst, thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have thou. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not the friend which you weep for.
Feeling so lost, I cannot choose but ever weep the friend.
Well, thou weepest not so much for his death as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain Romeo.
Villain, and he may be many miles asunder. God pardon him. I do with all my heart. And yet no man like he does grieve my heart.
We will have vengeance for it.
Hear thou not.
Then weep no more. I shall send one with that same banish renegade doth live. Shall give him such an unaccustomed dread that he shall soon keep Tybalt company.
And then I hope thou wilt be satisfied. Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. My poor heart for such a kinsman bent. But now I bring thee joyful tidings, girl. And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, beseech you?
Well, well.
Thou hast a careful father, child.
One, who to put thee from thy heaviness is sorted out a sudden day of joy which thou expects not, nor I look not for.
In happy time, madam, what do you
earth doth drizzle dew, but for the sunset of my brother's son it rains down right. How now, a conduit girl? What, still in tears? Ever more showering? How now, wife, have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none, she gives you thanks. I with the fool were married to her grave.
So, take me with you, wife. How will she not? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bride?
Not proud you have, but thankful you have. Proud I can never be of what I hate, but thankful for hate that is meant love.
How, chop the logic? What is this? Proud, and I thank you not, and yet not proud? Mrs. Minnie, thank me no thankies, nor proud me no prouds, but better your fine joints can Thursday next.
No!
Out, you green-sickness carrion! Out, you baggage! You teleface!
Why, what are you mad? Good father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hand me, young baggage! Disobedient wretch! Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch. Wife, scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child. But now I see this one is one too much, and that we have a curse in having her. Out on her, Hildy!
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, to rate her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue, good prudence, smatter with your gossip's gold.
Speak no treason.
Oh, God!
May not one speak?
Peace, you mumbling fool! Smatter your gossips or a gossip's bowl, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, time, work, play, alone in company. Still my care hath been to have a match, and having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, and then to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammoth in her fortune sender, to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me. But you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graves where you will, you'll not house with me. Look to it, think on it. I do not use to jest. Thursday is nearly, and on hard advise, and you be mine. I'll give you to my friend. And you be not hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll never acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away, and delay this marriage a month, a week. Or if thou wilt not, make my bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I'm done with thee.
Oh God! Oh, nurse! How shall this be prevented? What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy?
Faith, here it is. Romeo was banished, and all the world to nothing that he dare ne'er come back and challenge you. But if he do, it needs must be by stealth. And since the case so stands as now it doth, I think it best you marry Paris.
What?
He's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishclout to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so fair, so quick an eye as Paris hath. True, my very heart, I think you happy in this second match, for it excels your first. For if it did not, your first is dead. For 'twere as good he were as living here, and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
From my very soul, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone.
Mary, I will. wisely done.
Ancient damnation. Oh, most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my Lord with that same tongue which he has praised him with above compared so many thousand times? Your own counselor, thus in my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to Dr. Lawrence, to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
Happily met, my lady, my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That may be, must be, love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
Do not deny that you love him.
If I do so, it would be of no price, being spoke behind your back and to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victories by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongest it more with tears without report.
That is no slander, sir, which is the truth, and when I spake to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be, for it is not my own. Dr. Lawrence, are you now in danger?
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, in nothing be prorogued, on Thursday next be married to noble parents.
Tell me not that thou hast heard of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I shall help it presently.
Hold! Hold! I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than to marry noble Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away this shame, that copes with death himself escape from it. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris, of the battlements of any tower, or bid me go into a new-made grave with a dead man in his shroud. Things that to hear them told have made me tremble. And I will do it without fear or doubt to live an unstained wife to my true love.
Hold then. Be married. Give consent to marry Paris.
What?
Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone. Take out this vial, lean them in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. And in a borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue for 42 hours, and then awake, as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the beard, thou shalt be borne to that ancient site where all the kindreds of the captives lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt await shall Romeo by thy letter draw our drift. Hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall freedom. If no inconstant toy or womanish fear bade thy valor be acting it,
Give me. Give me. No. Tell me not to fear.
hold. Get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send this man to carry this plan to Romeo's hiding place.
Strength shall help us forward.
How now, my headstrong? What have you been gadding?
What I have learned to me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition. Henceforth, I am ever ruled by you.
I'll have this not lit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful Lord today, and gave him what becometh love I might, not stepping o'er the bounds of modesty.
Why, I am glad on it. Oh, this is as it should be. This is well.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort out such needful ornaments as you see fit to furnish me tomorrow? No. Tomorrow is Thursday. There is time enough.
Go, nurse, go with her. The wedding will be tomorrow.
Oh, we shall be short enough. Provisions is down here 9.
Hush. Stir about and all things shall be well. I want thee, wife. I'll not vex tonight. Let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. We are all forth. Well, I will take myself to noble Paris and prepare up him against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. No. This shall forbid it. Lay thou there. What if it be a poison, which subtly ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is.
lips have long been separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field. Death that hath ta'en her hence, to tie my tongue would not let me speak. Ready to go, never to return. Oh, son, the night before thy wedding day hath death lain with thy wife. There she lies.
Have I thought, love, to see this morning's face? And don't give me such a sight as this?
Cursed, wretched, hateful, unhappy day. What poor and loving child. What one thing to rejoice in solace and a cruel death
Oh, Lord.
passed from my sight.
Oh, life,
Oh,
not life,
Not now.
but love and death.
Child is dead, and with her my joys are buried. Oh, for shame!
Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair name. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the name. Your part in her you could not keep from death. But heaven keeps his part in eternal life. Dry up your tears, and place the rosemary on this fair course. And as the custom is, and in her best array, bear her hence. For though fond nature bids us all lament, nature's tears are reason's merriment.
All things that we ordain into festival turn from their office to blank funeral, and all things change them to the contrary.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's Lord sits lightly enthroned. In all this day, an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dreams I give dead my leave to think, and breathe such life with kisses in my lips, that I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, whom the love's shadows are so rich in joy.
Romeo!
Oh, you from home.
Romeo!
How